years. Can I tell you which years? I think it's better for you to know. My full technician completed in 84. You see, that's why I didn't like to tell you. Why who again? Yes, it was in 1984. BSc, I mean Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical and Electronics in 1990. And I happened to do my master's degree in Electronics and Information Technology. Do not ask yourself why changing. Yeah, but I'm still in the engineering. So it was in Electronics and Information Technology, and I completed in 2002. And later on, I joined my PhD while I was in the University of Dar es Salaam, and I completed in 2011. Before joining University of Dar es Salaam, I was in the real field of engineering, doing real works of electrical issues. So I was a project engineer. At the same time, I started as a technician, then project engineer, doing all activities, you know. If you see somebody's climbing poles, doing electrical installations in the industries or residence. So I was among of them. Of course, I was, after having my degree, I was more on the supervision part. So that is my short career path of the engineering field. If I tell you about how many we were, for example, in the FTC level, at the FTC level, I mean Arusha Technical College, we were 23 out of 4 programs. Actually, we were in 1 year, I mean, not in, because FTC is 3 years. So we are only 23 out of 120 students. All together, I mean, mechanical, civil, in the same intake. So if you look into that, we are almost 20% out of 120 students in one intake. So we were 20%, but 20% majority of the women were forced. Not forced as such, directed that you have to take now engineering, not by self-decision, isn't it? Like you decide, now I want to be an engineer, or I want to be a doctor. Those days, you have to be told that now you have been selected to be an electrical engineer. Then if I'm looking into during my bachelor degree in India, it was a special group again. Going to India, we were almost 100 students. Some coming from 6 and some coming from technical schools, technical colleges. We were 100 students, and bad enough, we are only 6 ladies. We were only 6. It means we are 6% being selected to join bachelor degrees at India. In those days, I mean in 1986. So just imagine, only 6. I'm wondering because we are many from maybe they didn't apply or what. And the path towards the bachelor was either from 6 or FTC. That is so, but we are only 6. When it comes to enrollment, I took enrollment at our college, only our college, because we are offering majority science and engineering. We have Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, Computer Engineering and Information Technology. We have Telecommunication Engineering. We have Electronics Engineering, and one which is a new one, Business IT. I mean Business Information Technology, BSc. So we are offering BSc in Science and Engineering as well. So if I'm giving you, if I want to give you the trend of ladies, I mean female in these programs, For example, in computer and IT, computer engineering and IT, it is a rough estimate, it's not exact, but approaching to exact number. Total students, I mean from first year to fourth year, are almost 203. Only 41 female. All years. So it means we have only 20%. Similarly, for the computer science, only 21%. For electronic science and communication, 25% out of 114. Telecommunication engineering, there are 26. Business and IT, almost 31. You can see, business and IT is 31, at least it's high. BSc in Electronics Engineering, which is a new program, started this academic year, is only 9%. So if you look into that trend, it means we are still 20 up to 25. Only one, which is business IT, maybe probably it's not, it's a soft science, it has been reached to 31. You can see we are still at lower percentage. We have this notion that maybe science, engineering, not technologies as such, but science, engineering, whatever, are very difficult. I don't like this word, buzzwords, difficult. Why difficult? If someone has managed to take it and successfully passing, why not others? Why others are saying they are difficult? I think it is somehow as a notion. Maybe if you decide to be a scientist or an engineer or anything engineering related courses, disciplines, then you really have to give an effort. Nowhere you can just accelerate and reach to somewhere, isn't it? Hebu niambie wewe umeenda mpaka umefika stage ulikuwa unapewa kama chai. Whether you are taking history or you are taking what, you have to give an effort. So if you are deciding to be a scientist or an engineer, it means you have to put more effort to tune zaidi, si ndio? Yes, instead of listening that science, mathematics and whatever are difficult. Difficult to whom? To him or to her, but not to you. If you say that not to me, then you can manage it. So I'm sure you know that you are not here by mistake. You are here because you are potential in that area, and you are really qualifying to be a data scientist or an engineer. Why not? It is very much possible, isn't it? So it means this one, you are being obligated to change these words, few in number, 20%. When are we going to reach 50%? At least 50-50, male and female. We have to reach somewhere where we can say now is stop. Let us make 50%, especially in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Okay, let me now congratulate you again to be among this group. Let me wish you a successful conference. I think you are going to achieve whatever you want to achieve. And maybe because am I allowed? Am I supposed to open officially? Is it? Are you sure? Okay, let me now declare that this conference is officially opened. Thank you very much. Nishasahau.
I'm a superwoman. I'm a superwoman.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, superwoman. Superwoman. Superwoman.
Jamani, a hand of applause kama vile. Unajua mama, ule mshangao, the shock was not necessarily because of the 1984. It is how you look and the ears don't make sense. Me nilikuwa najua 50 something maybe or 40 and then you gave melanin, it's a problem. Jamani, straight on to the next speaker for us today. This is Susie Biera. Susie Biera from Kamara. She is a program officer there, and she's going to be taking us through a quick flash talk and building a pipeline of women in data science, giving us a donor perspective. Baki hapo nyimbo inabidi iende. DJ. Amen. This is our day, girl.
I'm a superwoman. I'm a superwoman. Hey, superwoman. Superwoman. Superwoman.
Hi everybody. Wakubwa shikamooni, wadogo marahaba. Wenzangu, mambo, highs. So, I don't know how I will top up after what she just said about her experience in STEM, and it is quite impressive. So let me introduce myself. Before I introduce myself, Mahadia, thank you for this honor of standing in front of this platform. My name is Susie Beria, and I am a program officer from Kamara Education, Tanzania. And I really don't have a background in technology or science. I just stumbled into this industry. I'm actually a creative writer and a community developer. But since I stumbled in EdTech industry, and while I get to learn about technology and STEM subjects, I find technology quite interesting. Before, I used to find it it used to intimidate me, science that is. So let me tell you what Kamara Education is. Kamara Education is an international organization that provides access to education to children from low-income communities through technology. And in Tanzania, we've started working in Tanzania since 2012. But there are other hubs in Kenya, in Ethiopia, Lesotho, Zambia, and our headquarters is in Ireland. So what do we do for girls or girl child in Kamara Education? We're a donor-funded organization. And what we do is try to find children in vulnerable communities or disadvantaged schools, most especially public schools. And we provide ICT devices and other tech devices to enable and advance education, most especially now that we are in an era of the fourth industrial revolution, whereby it has changed, redefined our economy, it has redefined our cultures, how we relate with each other. It has redefined many aspects, including education. Right now, the global world calls education 4.0 in relation to the fourth industrial industry. Now, when Kamara looks at our community in Tanzania, we recognize the gap, in the digital gap or the gender gap where technology is. And so what we try to do is find these children, including girl children, and enable them advance their education through technology. And we do not just provide devices, we train the girls, we train the students, and we train the teachers and the educators, because we know that the educators are very influential. Their reach is not only in the classroom, it goes beyond the classroom, it reaches the communities and the families. What they teach the girl child goes into the family and the communities. So we provide training to the teachers, and we provide training to the girl child, and we make follow-up. We partner with them. We make follow-up and see what impact they get from the devices and the clubs that we open, because we also open ICT clubs. We also establish ICT clubs, but we also open ICT centers in the schools. So we follow up and see what impact is achieved from the ICT clubs and the ICT centers that we leave behind in those schools. And so far we've reached at least 600 schools in Tanzania. We've actually been to every region in Tanzania, and we've worked with several girl-specific schools, but they're fewer in comparison to the mixed schools, and we've impacted at least over 18,000 students. So if we have that, that's 9,000 girl children in Tanzania that we've impacted. So how do we build a pipeline? We create digital spaces for these children. We create spaces where they can access ICT, not only digital but physical spaces where they can access ICT, and we link them to digital spaces online and offline where they can access ICT, get digital literacy, but also improve their science subjects. Because when we look at the statistics in Tanzania, we can clearly see that the numbers of students taking science classes are lower compared to the boys. And then if we consider the 2 dropouts in every 3 children, that even makes it worse for the students or the girls who graduate in science subjects. So our other focus is to train teachers to use technology devices to improve science performances among children, including girl children. So we also provide ethical training on how to use technology and how to use the internet, because right now, as we are advancing, we are using the internet more and more and more to educate ourselves. Even with the low numbers of teachers, science teachers in schools currently, with these devices and the infrastructure we leave behind in schools, the students themselves can access science content, mathematics content online, and learn without the help of the teachers where necessary, right? So we teach them how to ethically use the internet and these devices to better themselves. And in relation to data science, what we do, we use data science for our monitoring and evaluation, because we have to know the impact that we are making in the communities and schools that we are going to. So this is where data science is used for us as Camara Education. So yeah, that's as much as what we do, or how our donor-funded organization does to create an impact in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics subjects. Thank you.
We'll make it clap. We'll make it clap.
Sean Paul was important, pale. I was like, hey, DJ, yes, take me back. Another round of applause for Susie and the incredible work that you're doing, reaching 600 regions. Thank you. Now, we are moving swiftly to a presentation from some of our innovators today. We've got 3 innovators, and they're going to basically show us how they defy stereotypes by creating technology that solves. Listen to what they have to say. If you have any questions, write them down. When you see them outside later, washike na wakamate, ask them how. Right? Right? Can we agree that we're going to do that? Because then in the next Women in Data conference, you would be the one here. All right? To start off with, we are going to have our incredible moderator start to lead the program. Now, this is a lady from a country that I believe I am a citizen of. I don't know how I ended up here. Because in all honesty, any deep down, I just know, you know. I know that I was from there. Okay. A hand of applause for Grace Oluchi, project manager for Theme 360 from DRC. Karibu sana.
Hello everybody. Good morning. And I will forgive her because we're in an English country, but it's femme 360, c'est en français. It's in French. It means 360 woman, which means I'm an all-round woman, I'm a technology woman, I'm a manager, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, yes? Yeah, you saw it. Okay, and I have my teacher. She taught me on, was it Tuesday? Khadija. Thank you. Come on stage, yeah. And I have Dr. Elsa, I don't know, yeah, Dr.